So what's gonna happen to Kyler Murray? Now, if you're not familiar with what's going on here, we're talking Oklahoma quarterback Kyler Murray. 3-time Texas high school state champion, player of the year type of cat, originally signed with Texas A&M, then transferred to Oklahoma. He set out in 2016, transfer rules, then last year he backed up Heisman Trophy winning Baker Mayfield. This year, he's gonna be the man. He's technically already the man. Turns out dude is also an amazing baseball player who was drafted 9th overall by the Oakland A's on Monday. I just want to stop real quick, give a shout out to my boy Juwan Harris. I see you, bro. Freshman, let's go, boy. That's what I'm talking about. Now here's the deal. Kyler plans to play both sports. And this has caused a lot of cats to call this man out, say, you know, this is a dumb decision to play football. And there are some points, some obvious points that we'll get into in a second. And, you know, I can understand why people would say that. But if you really think about this thing, he's making the right choice. I'll explain. Now, the slot that Kyler was drafted in comes with a $4.7 million signing bonus. And Kyler can accept that bread because based on the amateurism rules, he can go pro in one sport and still be considered an amateur in another sport, which makes sense. Like, too bad that wasn't the case for Jeremy Bloom. Remember him? Like, whatever happened to him? Full video coming soon? Maybe? I don't know. Let me know in the comments. So Kyler can do both, which is dope. Now, let's acknowledge a fact. A very obvious fact. And it's not it's a fact. 100% fact. Baseball is generally going to be the safer and more lucrative sport. I mean, they've got guaranteed contracts, and the long-term effects that football can have on your body is, you know, it's pretty well documented at this point. Then you take into consideration that Kyler's a 5'11" dual threat quarterback. And you look at how that projects to the NFL. Obviously, there are short quarterbacks there. There's Drew Brees, and he compares really well to Russell Wilson, who's also short, also really athletic, also good in the pocket, still good out the pocket. There's the baseball thing. Like, yeah, the comparison is, you know what I'm saying, it's legit. But that obviously doesn't mean he's gonna have Russell Wilson's career. I was listening to this one cat, man. I was at the gym and I was just listening to this in my headphones, and this cat really drove the point home, saying that Jeff Samardzija, remember Jeff Samardzija? Possibly another video. Again, let me know. But this dude was a beastly wide receiver at Notre Dame. Bad white boy, cold. And he was gonna be a high draft pick, but he opted to forego the NFL and play baseball instead. And this was back in like 06, 07. And not only is he still playing today, but he's actually made more money in his career as an average pitcher. Now, I'm not like a baseball guy by any stretch, but according to what I've read, an average pitcher. That average pitcher has made more bread than Megatron, Calvin Johnson, one of the greatest wide receivers we've ever seen. They went pro at the same time, and while Jeff is still playing healthy and happy, Calvin had to retire a little bit early and has a pretty disturbing, I think it's E60, where he talks about just the pains and things that he wakes up with and just the issues that he's dealing with his body. So when you look at that, those are the reasons that everybody's pointing to why, yo, the hell with football, bro. You should go and play baseball since you have that opportunity. Not everybody does. And you hear a lot of football players say, yo, football gives you a lot, but it can also take a lot away. So here's what it looks like. It looks like Kyler is going to play a year, maybe 2 years at Oklahoma, and then he'll go and join the A's and probably play center field for them for a very long time. Who knows? He may even be the next Deion Sanders, Bo Jackson guy who can do both. You know what I'm saying? But is it the right decision? It's a tough call, man. And this cat is 20 years old having to make this choice. On one hand, he's worked his whole life to get to this point where he's going to be the starting quarterback at Oklahoma. That is an experience that he, you know what I'm saying, you can't take that away from him. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, money is valuable, but experiences are valuable as well. And like when you talk to older people, like I used to talk to older people when I was in sales, because they take all day to make a buying decision. They just do. They block out the whole day. They're going to be shopping for this couch and this refrigerator the entire day. That's their plan. During the course of that day, you learn about their family, about their life, about everything. But you treat them with that same respect you want somebody to treat your grandparents with, so you're patient with them. And the things that they talk about are experiences. That's all they talk about. They don't talk about finances, even though they always seem to have endless money. Like they just pull out their big checkbook and bam. But they talk about experiences. I mean, this is a guy who's going for it all, bro. What is wrong with that? Like, we are so safe as a society, it aggravates me, bro. It aggravates me. Everybody just wanna, you know what I'm saying? Why I have the talent. Why I can't go try to win a Heisman and then go pro in baseball? Why not? You know what I'm saying? Like, the more talent you have, the harder you work to develop that talent, the more options you'll have. And now you get to this point and people want you to not pursue all of your options in the name of playing it safe. Don't get it twisted. It's important to apply some strategy to what you're doing. But I just believe in going for yours, bro. Go for yours, man. Like, that's what I take from this, man. And I ain't just talking that. I mean, I've lived that already. And, you know, I got some stuff cooking. But again, most of y'all know my story, bro. I was in sales. I kind of just talked about it, but I was making a good amount of bread. You feel me? Like, I was good. I was comfortable. I ran the place I worked at. It was easy pickings, but I wasn't fulfilled. I took a chance. I came to YouTube. I made a lot less money initially, a lot less. You know what I'm saying? It took me a while to get back up to that point and eventually surpass that point. But I'm a hell of a lot happier now. It's because I went for mine. I ain't playing safe. I could've, you know what I'm saying? And so here's what I'm getting at, man. Everybody ain't built for this, but if you are, you know it. Like, if you think like this, don't let people deter you. You know what I'm saying? Go for yours. Shit, you could go win a Heisman and play pro baseball. I'm pulling for this cat, man. I can't wait to see how this plays out. And yeah, man, potential GOAT. We'll see. Anyway, man, I hope y'all dug this video. If you did, click the thumbs up button. Let me know in the comments, what would you do? You know what I'm saying? What would you do in this situation? Would you decide to play this a little bit more safe and just go ahead and take that baseball money? Don't worry about football. Or would you try to do both and get the absolute most out of your experience? Or would you settle for a good experience, right? Good experience or go for the great one? Anyway, let me know in the comment section. Click thumbs up button if y'all dug the video. My name is FlemLo Raps. I'll holler at y'all next time. Wow.